Howdy, howdy. You're listening to an episode of Thorn in Your Side. And I'm your host, C. Thorn. This is the podcast where I talk about information and opinions, both popular and unpopular, related to random topics, both serious and non-serious. And feel free to listen because it needs to be said. Also, you already pressed the play button. So control yourself, focus on me, and prepare to be entertained and informed. I don't know about y'all, but I've been enjoying the weather lately. It feels so good. And it's definitely much nicer than those hot days we had during the summer. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about sweating through my... human? Regardless of the weather outside, the weather in this Gacha game I'm playing is both hot and steamy, and so are the characters. There's a summer event that's still going on, which means everyone is wearing nothing but a small You've got to be kidding me. Why does the game still have a summer event going on when October just started? I know the answer is obvious, but I'm amazed that companies are that desperate for money. Then again, that's essentially what Gacha games are for.
You got that right. Yeah. Gacha games are an easy way to make money since it takes advantage of gamblers using predatory tactics. You humans love doing that to each other, which is so funny. It makes me want to dance.
I'm just glad these characters are showing off their juicy kneecaps and inner thighs. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't waste my time gambling on them. These companies know what I want, so they better keep it coming.
I told you last time, Will, bro. It's all about the crunchy elbows. I'm not afraid to get crunk up in here, so don't deny it.
Nice try, Orca, bro. But even the humans know that it's all about the juicy kneecaps and inner thighs, especially on the little girls. For the older girls, it's all about seeing those.
Could you two stop that? I refuse to hear y'all argue over juicy kneecaps and crunchy elbows. It's disgusting. And it always pains me to know that most people who gamble lots of money on Gacha games are just like y'all. Creepy weirdos with money. So, once again, to all the people who play mobile games, Gacha games, and PC games, I don't mean to be a thorn in your side. But Gacha games need to just go away. Either that, or find some way to get rid of the gambling mechanics. Somehow. Just in case y'all don't know or forgot, a Gacha game is a game that centers around gambling for content. The actual game itself might be fun and enjoyable, but if you want a new character, pet, outfit, accessory, or whatever, you have to gamble for it using in-game currency or actual money from out your pocket. As expected, Gacha games usually make a lot of money because of people wanting to experience new content that requires them to gamble for it, which is crazy. Now, I'll admit that I have some mobile games on my phone, and a few of them are Gacha games. Do I spend money on them? Heck no. Heck to the no. I said this a few times by now, but I like saving money. And there's no such thing as me gambling money on mobile games. Especially since most of those mobile games are full of characters who look like...
You're lost, human! Gambling for content is the best feeling ever, especially when you're rewarded with lots of fan service. You humans love doing whatever it takes to make money, and that includes exploiting each other for profit, especially kids.
I agree. Yeah. Gacha games are awesome, and as the enforcer of the Ghetto Games, the Gacha Rail unit, I will always support them. I enjoy playing them, and I also enjoy gambling my money on fictional images.
Exactly! Besides, gacha games are clearly popular and fun because they make so much money. If the game wasn't fun at all, then people wouldn't gamble their money on it, right? I know I'm right, so don't hate humans.
Well, that's not really true. Just because a game makes a lot of money doesn't mean it's fun, and it certainly doesn't mean it's a good game. As I said before, gacha games love using predatory practices in order to entice and pressure their players into spending money. It's part of the business model. These companies are a business, so that pretty much means they'll do whatever it takes to make money. And these companies take that to the extreme.
You sound like a hater right now. You're probably too poor to enjoy gacha games. In the meantime, gacha games will continue making lots of money because they're fun. Not as fun as a twerking competition, but close.
Mr. Orca, please. Just because I don't like gambling money on 2D images and 3D models doesn't mean I'm poor. It means I like saving money. And I'm also immune to FOMO, which is an acronym that stands for fear of missing out. One of the most common methods of gacha games pressuring you to spend money is to let you know that you have a limited time to gamble for a character, outfit, pet, or whatever. For example, if you don't get the desired character during a 2-week event, then it's very likely that you'll never have another chance. Since you don't want to miss out on this cool event, you'll gladly keep gambling until you get that character. This is essentially why collab events are the most dangerous and predatory of all events that could occur in a gacha game. Seriously, completely predatory. For those of you who don't know, collaboration events are basically events that feature characters and content from a different franchise. It's a great way for a franchise to reach a bigger audience, and they usually rake in a lot of money. Most, if not all, that money is from gambling, which is why companies view their players as a bunch
of too much, human. Must I remind you that I'm the enforcer of the Ghetto Games, the Gacha Rail unit? I don't appreciate you saying all those mean things about gacha games, even though they're true. As I said before, you humans love taking advantage of each other, especially when it comes to money.
Well, I'm not denying that, but let's be serious. Mr. Orca, Mr. Whale, do you really think those companies care about their players? We're talking about companies with gacha games, which means they resort to all kinds of predatory practices and the occasional deception to get money from the players. Even worse, they'll even brag about it by telling everyone how much revenue the game made.
There's nothing wrong with that, human! If a gacha game is fun and packed with juicy kneecaps and soft, tender inner thighs, then of course I'll make a lot of money. Like my Orca bro said, you humans love exploiting each other for profit, especially when it comes to little kids and lollies. If a company wants to be proud that one of their games make lots of money, then let them do it. It means that players love spending and gambling money on their games because they enjoy it.
Oh, yeah? Let's Let's say a company releases a notice saying that their gacha game made $20 million in 1 week. Now, would that company ever say how much of that money was in direct purchases? Or will they just pretend that...
Duraport? Human? What the hell of it is a Duraport? I don't know what language that is, so you need to do better than that. Orca bro, what's a Duraport?
I don't know well, bro. Duraport sound like a Pokemon, so I bet C-Thorn is just trying to confuse us, but it won't work on me. I'm too busy doing the Cabbage Patch to worry about that.
No, I didn't say Duraport. I said direct purchase. You know, spending your money on the exact thing that you want, such as going to the store to buy a jug of orange juice and leaving the store with the jug of orange juice. That being said, I'm getting thirsty.
Why would anyone make a direct purchase in a gacha game when they can experience the thrill of gambling instead? You humans love that, which is why you all take advantage of each other all the time, especially when it comes to money.
Well, that's the point I'm making, Mr. Well. Most of the revenue that a gacha game makes is from the failed gambling attempts from the players. You have players that are willing to gamble hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just to acquire one character from a gacha game. And since the acquisition rates are so low, they might end up gambling much more money than they wanted to. You have characters that have a 0.3% chance of being acquired, which means the chances of getting that character is 3 out of 1,000. 3 out of 1,000. That's absolutely ridiculous. Yes, there's still a chance you can get that character, but it's such a low chance.
It's a low chance, but it's still possible. As long as the characters have juicy kneecaps and inner thighs, then I don't care how much money I have to gamble, I'm going to get her.
That's another thing, Mr. Whale. Just to repeat myself, I'm not trying to be a thorn in your side. But gacha games just need to go away or get rid of the gambling mechanics. Every year, I come across a few news articles about people in certain countries spending crazy amounts of money trying to get one character in a mobile game. I kid you not, these people resort to borrowing money from friends, family members, and even take out loans from the bank just to satisfy their gambling addiction. Not surprisingly, they end up depressed and in debt. And it's all because of a gacha game. Just like my neighbor said a few weeks ago, these companies don't care about you. They will gladly keep employing these predatory tactics and deceptive practices and not care about what their players lose in the process. It's bonkers.
It's obvious that you humans have low self-control, which is why gacha games are so effective on you all. The members of the ghetto against the gacha world unit gamble for content because we want to. And it's clear to me that you humans are inferior and weak-minded.
Oh, Mr. Orca. Not all humans are weak-minded with low self-control. Yes, there are some people who spend way too much money gambling on mobile games, and some of them just can't help it. Also, there are some companies that truly don't care how predatory and evil their tactics are. Fortunately, some of us don't fall for that nonsense.
In fact, I'm proud to say that I've never spent 1 cent of my money on mobile games, and I have no intentions of gambling on anything.
You say that now, but it won't be long until a new gacha game comes around and turns you into a hypocrite. Just wait, When that happens, I'll definitely do the Tootsie Roll with the occasional stinky leg.
The stanky leg? Mr. Orca, you can't do the stanky leg because you don't have...
That doesn't matter. I'll do my own version of it, which might not be appropriate for kids. Then again, you humans are easily influenced by anything, so why should I care?
He's right, Seathorn! You humans will do anything as long as it gets your attention, no matter how much of a bad influence some of you are. Even crazier, you all could get paid to do it.
Please stop laughing. We're almost done with this topic, so I'm just going to give
it's time for us to bring in our top influencer of the Ghetto Gangsta Gacha unit. Let me drop it like it's hot, then I'll be back.
No, wait! I'm about to give my final point. Dang. This means we have to wait until next time before we can finish this topic. By the way, who is he bringing?
You'll find out soon, human! In the meantime, I'm going to keep gambling this gacha game because my harem of underage waifus need to get bigger in more ways than one.
Mr. Whale, shut your mouth. I just hope Mr. Orca isn't bringing someone that'll cause trouble. If so, then I'll gladly request backup. And that includes the one and only Lizzie B. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Thorn and Your Side. And I'm your host, C. Thorn. Feel free to follow, share, comment, subscribe, post, tweet, and maybe something else. And there'll be another impressive episode next week. And remember, be smart and stay sharp.